Hi, I'm Mike Smith, one of the estate planning attorneys at Smith Barid LLC. As an estate tax lawyer, I spend a lot of time studying complex tax laws that could impact my clients. That means knowing the various types of state taxes that can affect estate planning, as well as how to deal with taxes on the federal level. I've found in my many years of practice that people often believe the obligation to pay taxes dies when they do. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. Depending on the value of your estate, you may owe taxes at the time of your death. It's pretty standard that when U.S. citizens pass away, the federal government first wants a full account of what they owned. Assets such as securities, trusts, annuities, insurance, business interests, real estate, etc. all must be reviewed by someone to determine the gross estate that may be subject to taxes at the end of one's life. Fortunately, the executor of the estate can work with an estate tax lawyer to find applicable deductions to the estate tax value. For example, charitable donations, property left to spouses, certain debts, and even the cost of administering the estate may all be deducted before determining taxability. It's worth noting that smaller estates don't have to file an estate tax return with the IRS, but the threshold requirement for this changes annually. In 2014, the estate tax return was required for those with a combined gross asset and prior taxable gift of $5,340,000 or more. That's not to say that depending on where you lived or what you owned at the time of your death that you won't have additional taxes on the state level. These thresholds tend to change from state to state. With that said, if you're working on your estate plan now, it's in your best interest to talk with a lawyer who is well versed in estate tax law. He or she can advise you on appropriate gifts to make now that will lower your tax burden and assist you in reallocating funds to certain types of trusts to avoid heavy taxation down the road. Currently in Georgia, there is no state inheritance tax, but that may not be true for the state where you live.